What's up, everybody? Today I wanted to talk about riding jackets for when you're on the motorcycle and it's really stinking hot, particularly hot weather, summertime, even though at the time I'm putting this video out, we're actually winding down away from the summer and starting to head into the fall, but it's still, living in South Georgia, it's still above 75 degrees every damn day. Some days we're still getting up into the low 90s, and it sucks. It's miserable. It's unbearable sometimes, especially in the heart of the summer when it feels like 120. But anyway, so when you have that weather, like for the bulk of your riding season, you don't want to wear layers, right? Well, you have to weigh that out with protection versus comfort, and what kind of really bridges that in between and closes that gap tremendously for most of us is these mesh style riding shirts slash jackets. It still feels like a jacket, and but there's a handful of different brands out there, and I want to talk about my favorite, the one that I have, and why I love it as much as I do. The handful of brands, Skull Riderz, with a Z on Riderz, they seem to be, from my research before I got my first one, they seem to have percentage-wise and in the way that it's made, the areas that are the most mesh and the most breathability, airflow going through the jacket getting to you, they seem to have the most amount of airflow through the jacket while still providing all the protection, giving you all your sleeves and pockets for your padding, for your CE level padding from the back to the shoulder. Get all the protection, and you can easily remove them if you don't want all that extra protection for whatever reason, and just have the mesh jacket that does have the Kevlar lining on the inside. And these things are durable. They are really rash abrasion resistant. Really nice fabric, really good quality build. I love it. And they just came out, the first one I got when I first got the motorcycle a little more than a year and a half ago. I got this gray one, and it's on their website. It looks like a standard gray, but it's actually in person a rather shiny, fairly reflective gray. And I thought that's what I was hoping for, and that's what I was excited to have received, was the fact that this sucker really shines at night. When headlights hit it, when you go underneath the street lamps, the street lights, this sucker really pops, and it makes everybody know that you're there. So that's really great about the gray. They have lots of, just like the other brands of riding shirts and jackets and protective gear, they have lots of different patterns and colors. You have a handful of solids, you have more than a handful of the plaid checkered looks. So if you live in the South, or you know, the checkered pattern is your jam. If solid colors is more your jam, they have both of those. But Skull Riderz is kind of setting themselves out a little bit by going into some other patterns, introducing some cool patterns. And one of them is this paisley, this black and gray paisley pattern. It's not as bright, it's not quite as reflective, but it is really cool. It's a really snazzy gives a nice dressed up look to your attire. So if you're going out on the town on the bike and going out to a nice restaurant, dressed up a little bit for whatever occasion, and you feel like your jacket dresses you down, not anymore. This paisley one is fantastic. I think it looks great. You tell me, do I look pretty good in it besides the ugly face? Yeah, no. I love the look of this jacket. They got another one that they just introduced kind of right here heading up for Halloween time. If you love Halloween like I do, they've got a skull and roses one that looks really sick. really cool if you're into that, and if you're into the friggin' bugs. Go away. So they got this really cool looking skull and roses pattern jacket that they just came out with just in time for Halloween. So if that's your jam, check that one out. It's really cool. I'm hoping that they'll do some more interesting patterns, some other cool designs in the future. I'm sure that's the direction that they'll be going in. And they do have a ladies line. Their ladies line right now is just a handful of solids and some the checkered pattern design, but hopefully they'll take the paisley pattern and bring that into the female cut jacket, as well as that skull and roses, or even maybe some rose and vine pattern. You know, drop the skulls, just do vines and with roses on it. That would be sick. I think the ladies would really appreciate that. So I mean, everything about this jacket is great. It's got button-down breast pockets. It's got the collars buttoned down, and I love the look of the collar. I don't like the jackets and shirts that have that strap like your old school biker leather jackets that have the single strap and buckle right there. I like this better. I like the dress shirt style with the collar and button down, and it zips as well. You got a full length zipper as well as the buttons, so it's really not gonna, and it's even got buttons, loops down here, snap loops that are Velcro to attach it to your pants if you've got that concern where the jackets and shirts want to ride up. Usually if you're in on a sport bike, you know, your little crotch rockets and you're hunched over real far, they tend to have more of an issue with their shirts and jackets flying up, flaring up. Not so much on a cruiser or naked bike seating stance. I don't have that issue, so I don't have to do that. So, but they're there if you need them. The comfort, the flexibility, the range of motion in it, even with the pads in, is really good, really nice. The build quality is just really nice, and as soon as you get going at least 20-25 miles per hour, the airflow just, it feels so good when it's hot outside. And yet it's still thick enough, and it provides a little bit of warmth, so even when it's like, you know, 65, 75 degrees, you can still wear just a t-shirt underneath of it, and you got just enough warmth with still getting all that great airflow, and you're rather comfortable, really comfortable. So I really enjoy riding this jacket. I do go for the hottest when it's above 96 degrees outside and the real field temperature is like 105 to 115. It sucks that I do it, but I do it. I'm guilty of it. I forgo even the mesh jacket, and I just wear a t-shirt, or I wear you know, just one of those sun protective long sleeves, you know, those fishing long sleeve shirts, which does not give you hardly any protection if you were to get in an accident and get some serious road rash. So these guys protect you from that. It's nice to have that protection. So if you're new to riding, please get any kind. It doesn't have to be the Skull Riderz jacket, but please look into getting one that is going to fit your needs and your budget. The Skull Riderz are very well priced. I think even the most expensive one is like $200, right around $200. They do sales quite frequently through the year, and I've even got, because I purchased 2 of them, and I'd love to get one for my wife. So hopefully you can help me out with that. I've got a code that I will provide the link, a special link for me that they gave just to me, to give you guys $50 off. And from what I understand, after a handful of people purchase their jackets, shirts with my link, then I will get $50 credit towards a new piece of their gear. So yeah, hit up my link, check these guys out. They're awesome. I swear by them. Again, I've been wearing one for for over a year and a half now, through 2 summers in the South Georgia heat, and they're great. They're fantastic. I really recommend them. So, and again, don't forget to use that link. Get a discount on them, and help me out in getting a discount on picking one up for the wife, so that she can enjoy the protection as well as myself. Thanks for watching. Y'all be safe. 2 wheels down, and take care.